Welcome in, No One to Blame, special Halloween episode. And
Zoinks!
Yes, I am Scooby-Doo. I lost a bet fair and square to Jake and Kevin, and a Scarcella always pays his debts. So here I am talking about football recap.
You cannot do that voice all show.
Dude, I will do the voice for 57 minutes straight. Good times. Fun fact, my cat hates this costume. Not a fan of
I believe it.
We went to a brewery this weekend. We had a couple friends in town, and my buddy was Shaggy. My wife was Velma, and his girlfriend was Daphne. And we came in fourth place in Halloween costume contest.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Kev, before we get further and find out who the villain's going to be this week, why don't you tell us about our show sponsor?
Yeah, proud sponsor, Altar Grounds, St. Louis Metro East award-winning outdoor living company. Altar Grounds is the area's top professional landscape company. They are family-owned and operated business serving St. Louis and the Metro East for 20-plus years. Their mission is to make your home or business stand out from the rest. They specialize in elegant landscaping and outdoor living and are renowned for their dramatic, better-than-TV backyard transformations. They offer free consultations all year round. Get $300 off your project of $3,000 or more with code AGNOTB. That's code AGNOTB. Landscaping, patios, retaining walls, pools, outdoor kitchens, concrete work, anything you need landscaping wise, they got you taken care of. So yeah, check them out. Instagram, Facebook, check out their website.
You gotta love it. They're awesome. They are absolutely incredible. Go check out their stuff if you're in the St. Louis metro area, or I just want to say the Midwest, Kev. I don't think we narrow ourselves down to the St. Louis metro area. I know it's where they're located, but the Midwest, Altered Grounds has you covered for literally anything you need, residential, business. Say it again, $300 off your project of $3,000 or more with code AGNOTB. We're also brought to you by Dubby, DUBBY.GG. Use promo code DUE, get 10% off your first purchase. Dubby is an amazing energy drink that is made with clean ingredients to give you the energy boost you need with no crash. They also have an awesome electrolyte drink, keep you hydrated throughout your busy days, your busy workouts. Hit the link in the bio. Use promo code DUE, 10% off your first purchase, DUBBY.GG. Zoink, Scoob. Yep, we're back. Yeah, man. So fun weekend, Halloween coming up. I'm excited.
I'm looking at these comments here. We got Dan, nice suit, Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing this to work tomorrow too, by the way.
Yeah. That's probably not OSHA approved, but we can try it out.
I am OSHA.
Moontang Beach.
No, man. We were at Holy City Brewing, not the Poontang Beach. Anyway. I love it. Yeah, man. So, hey, a lot of action going on right now outside of the NFL. I know we're mid-season NFL. But, dude, World Series right now, I'm watching Aaron Judge just took one off the hands. World Series Game 4, Dodgers up 3-0 in the series. It looks like he took it right off his thumb, which is not great for him.
He got on base last at bat with a walk. That's the only way he can get on base is hit by pitch or walk. Dude, he's been struggling.
Oh my God, that's killing me. Yeah. So I saw that he's got. First of all, I heard he's played like 50 games already. 50 playoff games. Does that sound right to you?
I don't know.
Crazy, right? And then he's got like a .091 batting average. And I think
he's batting 174 in this series right now.
This series alone, I think his whole postseason.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the good of getting 144 RBIs in the regular season if you can't hit a pitch? in the playoff.
Mean a thing.
Dude, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. I don't know, man. The Yankees were minus 145 favorites coming into the game tonight. Dodgers are up 2-1. Why you would bet the Yankees? I just don't know. I mean, after the first couple games and just seeing where everything went.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna
Off the wall.
Chisholm hits one off the wall. Judge went to third, or did he stop at second?
There was a couple all-time blunders early in this game.
Yes. Talk about them.
So first, foul ball hit to right field. Dodgers right fielder goes to catch it at the wall, at the fans. Two looks like born and bred Yankee fans literally try snatching his glove off, try snatching the ball out of his hand. I'm sure they got kicked out. I don't know. I didn't see the aftermath. Then
I let him stay.
Yeah. Then a ball off the top of the wall, runner from second does not score. This game, could have been tied up. So yeah, a couple running blunders.
Disappointing, man. Just disappointing. I was expecting just so much more from the Yanks.
Yeah. I don't know who to root for. I hate both these teams, but it would be nice to see Yankees get swept, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, after all that hype, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you there. We'll keep you guys updated on this game. It's bottom of the third right now. 2-1 Dodgers. 2 on, 1 out. Runners at the corner. We'll see what happens next. Kev, college football playoff rankings, did those actually come out yet?
Yeah. So they came out at like 7:00 Eastern.
Okay.
And they should have waited another 2 games to put this out. It was the most confusing reveal. They tried doing NCAA tournament style. So I'm writing down the list, and it changed after they put it out because of obviously if BYU can win their there's moving parts, which I get.
The whole thing was so complicated. That's why we didn't do a full preview.
Yeah, I've got it written down here, but it didn't even match what they ended up putting out. And and about 3 more games, they should have did it with about 2 or 3 games left, because then you would have had a little more clarity. There's still some big matchups that are going to happen. So
this whole thing is so complicated with the amount of teams that they're letting in now. 12 teams getting into the playoff, which, hey, I'm all for it.
Oh, I love it. But
it's awesome. This is what we need. We need these big schools to kick the shit out of these smaller schools so we can stop hearing about it, honestly. But give them a chance, right? Give these smaller schools a chance. These teams that 1 loss, no loss, small schools, give them a chance and let them play the big boys. And hey,
it's kind of
given Saturday, man. You never know.
Yeah, it's just like the NCAA tournament. Everybody likes the Cinderella stories for the first 2 rounds, but then you want to see the blue bloods going at it in the Elite 8 and the Final 4. So it'll be the same concept. You'll see some of these Cinderella stories. They might win a game, get in, but I think you're still going to see the best 4 teams are probably going to hook it up at the end for the championship. So
now, another little caveat with all this NIL, this new format, even maybe this year. I mean, we've already seen some crazy upsets happen this year, right? We had 5 or 6 top 12 teams get upset all in 1 week, like 3 weeks ago. With this new NIL money and this parity and this talent getting spread out a little bit, this new format, I think, is going to be gold in like 2 years, 3 years. So I'm seeing right here, they got Georgia 1, Oregon 2, Miami 3.
That ain't even what I wrote down.
Iowa State
ain't what they
4,
showed on the graphic.
Texas A&M 5. Oh, no, this is a prediction. God damn it.
No, I've got it. So how it shook out. So it started off. I'm just showing you how they first put it on the graphic. So at 12, Boise State. 11, Clemson / Iowa State, because they're tied in the AP rankings. So again, hey, don't kill the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. 10 was Texas A&M.
Dude.
Yep. 9, BYU. But if BYU wins their conference, obviously that jumps them into the top 4. Anyway, 8, Notre Dame. 7, Tennessee. 6, Texas. 5, Miami. 4 Ohio State, 3 Penn State, 2 Georgia, 1 Oregon. Obviously,
okay, that's what I'm seeing now too. Yep,
it
I just found
depends
it.
on what conference champs you got. There's a whole bunch of variables. Too many variables right now.
Yeah, I got a buddy who actually runs he runs a bowl game. It's a bowl game tournament at the end of the year. I don't remember the exact words. And essentially you assign however many bowls there are. Now I don't know how many there's going to be total.
I don't either.
And you assign whatever number of bowl. Like, so if you like the team the best, you could assign a ruby-doo. You could assign, let's just say there's 50 points. You could assign points 1 through points 50 through those teams. So the team you're most confident in, you put 50 points on. The team you're least confident in, you put 1. And the person with the most points ends up winning. It's fun. I think we need to fire that up for the Dew Champions. Speaking of contests, Kev, we'll keep you guys updated in the college football playoff rankings. That is going to change about 78 more times. So,
yep.
Well, technically only 4 more times.
4 more, yeah, whatever.
5 more times. But
there's a bunch of different variables. There's a ton of them. Yeah.
This isn't just, exactly. This isn't just, oh, this team's finishing here. It's no, hang on, motherfucker.
They couldn't even clarify it on the show when they were.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Yeah. I'm not shocked at all.
All right.
So the Dew Champions Pick'em mid-season leaders. If you entered into the Dew Champions Pick'em, what we did is you are picking every single game straight up in the NFL, and the caveat of no current or former Dew Champions employees can be paid money. If that ends up happening, we'll be donating the money to charity. Okay. We'll pick a charity, the Dew Champions Choice, Harrison's Playmakers. I know Poncho's Armies, a couple charities that were involved. The Dew Champions involved in a ton of charities. Okay. So if a Dew Champions current or former employee ends up winning any money, it will be donated. Right. So we had a tie for first place. And one of the guys that tied, Adam Rowe, not a current or former Dew Champions employee, $75, my man. $75 coming to you. However, whoever you contacted to get into the tournament was not Kevin, was not myself. I believe it was Jake. So Adam, if you're watching, if not, we'll get a hold of you. $75 mid-season winner. He's got a record of 82-41 straight up. Way to go, man.
Hey, winner. Grand Slam Yankees. Grand Slam Yankees.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt your read there, but I thought that was due. That was worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't. The winner at the end of the season is going to receive $175. Okay. So if you're still in the contest, keep it going, guys. I know I see my name at the top. I see Kevin's name close to the top there. I got Slav Baffert was up there. A couple other guys, Jake, Don, the boys are all up there. Come pick against us. All right. Like Kevin said, who was it?
I didn't seen the aftermath. Was it Stanton?
5-2 Yankees. That is not Stanton.
No.
That is a much smaller man. 5-2 Yankees elimination game. Hey, they just put that new series out on Netflix. It's when the Red Sox came back down 0-3 to the Yanks. Could we see it? Could it happen, Kevin?
No.
Kevin says no. Hey, you got a note here about a 76ers fine? What's up?
Yeah, so 76ers got investigated on the Embiid injury, quote injury, to start the season out. Well, they are on the same path they were on last year. They got fined like around $175,000-$200,000 last year for the same stuff, where their injury story doesn't match up with his injury. So, they're basically trying to play the system to get him rest and whatever. And league's fining him. I think league's trying to crack down on this. So yeah, $100,000 fine. I don't think they care. I think they knew they were going to have to pay it. So, interested to see how that plays out because Ja Morant is missing. There's stars that are already missing the first 3 games of the year. So, NBA is going to do something about it. I just don't know what or how they're going to do it. besides just finding the teams. So.
Why don't they just shorten the season? And I know the obvious answer, right? The revenue that you're missing. I get all that. But can't they just like charge more for the tickets to make up for it? Like it's the same.
Oh,
I don't know.
it'd be getting crucified.
Wouldn't it be a better
that.
product though, man? Like,
oh, it would 100. If they took about 20,
so shorten the season, expand the playoffs.
25 games off the top, like right
25,
there.
Man,
yep.
That's a lot. I was gonna say 10 or 15.
60
and just
games.
Expand the playoffs, right? Jake coming in, his TV deals, not tickets. Expand the playoffs, Jake.
These teams could NFL, NBA, these teams could not charge anything for their tickets, and they're still making money hand over fist. So it's not the ticket prices, it's all in the TV deals.
Yeah. Well, now we're left with the shit NBA product in the regular season. So, and that's why gambling in the NBA is so hard. You know, are these guys going to take a night off? Like, what's going to happen? Like, and I don't mean like literally a night off. I mean like figuratively. Are they going to be in the lineup? They're going to be playing, but it's like, they're not going to go out and give it 110. It's like, I don't know. We'll fire up some NBA after NFL season when it really matters. NBA doesn't really start till around Christmas time, anyways, right?
Christmas, yep.
I know you've been putting some plays out. Have you hit anything good lately?
No, that's why I didn't have any tonight. TNT doubleheader.
No.
TNT doubleheader tonight. I was off of it. I sent you a text earlier though. Anthony Edwards, 25 points in the first quarter. Goose egg in the second quarter. Goose egg in the second quarter. 25 at halftime. I don't know. I was switched the baseball game at that point. But
there ain't no way he played the whole quarter at no points.
I don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
Hey, a couple more things before we get into the recap. The Dwayne Wade statue. Tell me that you saw this. What in the I am legend is this? What the fuck is this? This is the worst thing I have ever seen, dude. And we were before the show. What is this? What does this look like? This is the villain from I Am Legend. That's what that looks like. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Why would they co-sign this? Why would he co-sign this? Why would they want this?
So
is there not technology to make this look realistic? What am I looking at here?
Well, so here's the thing. You're telling me 2,000 years ago, there were people making sculptures that look so realistic that are in all these, art galleries and all this. And we got, it's 2024 and we can't make a guy look realistic. Like you can't make it look like him. It's just crazy. And the funny part is Dwayne Wade, he can act like he's surprised. I seen video. He was literally approving the final head sculpture of this. So he knew what it was going to look like.
Dude, it looks so terrible.
It's bad, man. Well, this guy did the same sculpture for Kobe and somebody else, and they look decent. This one, he dropped the ball on this one, man. I don't know. Don't know what he has going on. But
do we know how much this thing cost?
No idea. Too much.
So it says, I don't know. I'm seeing a bunch of other stuff, dude. It's made out of bronze. I don't know. Is it different? I mean, can you tell me there's not a 3D bronze printer somewhere?
That's what I would have used if it was going to look like that.
Dude, it is absolutely terrible. More than 800 hours of work went into creating the sculpture.
Need to be about
16 of those 8, hours were spent with Wade. Yeah, I mean, they need to just get the scrap money for it at this point. I mean, I know scrap prices are down. I mean, you know that, but geez. That's brutal.
It needs to go to the scrap.
Absolutely brutal. It's terrible. Little NFL news here. It's been circulating already. Minnesota left tackle Christian Darrisaw out for the season, dude. And that is going to be massive because he is, man, I was going to say top 3. He might be the best left tackle in the league. That's going to be tough for them, man. It's going to be tough for Darnold. It's going to be tough for Aaron Jones in the run game. That's a tough position to fill right there. I mean, The reason we're talking about that one now up front is because they had played on Thursday night. We will get to the rest of the news with the rest of the games. Whew, that's a tough one, Minnesota fans. You got Detroit. Yeah. Detroit looks like they're peaking, right? Green Bay. I know we got some injuries on the Green Bay side. Chicago looking like
sneaky,
Chicago.
If you remember me talking a couple episodes ago, I put a little something on Minnesota to not make the playoffs.
Hey.
After that 5-0 start with the Sam Bradford graphic.
What were the odds on that?
I did throw a little. Let's get moving. I'll pull it up. I got it. Yeah,
pull it up. All right. So recap. We'll start in Baltimore. Well, in Cleveland. My bad. Baltimore at Cleveland. Baltimore closes at 8.5-point favorite, minus 450 on the money line. Cleveland was a plus 350 dog, over under a 45.5. Cleveland, famous Jameis, eating the W here, 29-24. Wow.
Plus 600.
Oh, wow. So Kev got Minnesota to miss the playoffs, plus 600. That's an awesome bet, Kev. I love that. I wonder, would you place that before or after Thursday Night Football?
It was before. It was like a week ago. It was after they went. They won that, went to 5-0.
And good shit right there, Kev.
Yep.
Good shit. So Cleveland at home, famous Jameis comes in. Kevin's best bet of Cleveland and Baltimore over 44.5. Love to see that, man. And hey, how about the boy? Hey. How about him? Come on, man.
Hey, he said,
for weeks, dude.
Hey, he said the sky's not the limit because we put people on the moon. That's a Jameis quote right there.
Wild, man. I love this guy. How could you not like this guy? He's the best.
Man, he's funny.
He's the absolute best. I mean, listen, you and I have been calling for this for weeks, man. We need answers from the Browns front office. I want answers. How could you keep trotting out Deshaun Watson for 7 games when they had the best quarterback in the league just sitting there on their bench, dude? Just sitting on the bench. Just wiping it up, man.
Yeah.
He's just a fresh apple that just got picked, dude. Incredible.
Yeah, that's Jameis being Jameis, right? I mean, he's done it, you know. Yep. He just what he does, man. Came in, they just was competent enough, and
yeah, he didn't have any interceptions this game, but just wait, they're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming. They're coming.
They are coming.
This
we'll
Cleveland
look at
team,
that.
Yeah. I know you guys were talking about it on Sunday. This Cleveland team now, they're gonna be feisty, man. We're gonna have to look at those Jameis Winston interception, 2 thrown interception prop.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season, Kev, I'm starting to check in on some of my futures, and I think I will have to go back and clip this, but we talked about it. We talked about all of these futures on our preview shows back in August, but Derrick Henry over 975.5 rushing yards. Do you care to guess where he's at right now?
He's over that.
He is at 946.
Right there.
Halfway through the year.
He's on pace to break Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record. Might have been before last week, though.
Yeah, I think he still had a good day rushing, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, and then big news coming out of the Baltimore camp. Baltimore just traded for Deontay Johnson for a 5th-round pick. I'm not sure if that was the full deal or not, but man.
I think it was a 5th and a 6th. Yeah, 5th and a 6th, I think.
Might as well just be a 5th, right? I mean, Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Who's not paying a 5th?
Carolina will take what they can get.
That's crazy.
Carolina will take what they can get. Yeah.
The dude played 7 games for him.
Carolina is about as dysfunctional as the Browns almost. Like they just traded for him this year, right? First whatever, 7 game, whatever it was.
He didn't play a half a season.
And there,
technically, yes,
I
but
don't know. Yeah, I just don't make no sense. No sense at all.
no. So Baltimore 5-3, and they are hosting the Denver Broncos, who are also 5-3. Are you looking at the sheet right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna want you to stop because I want to play guess the line with you
Okay.
moving forward.
All right. What we got?
Well, did you already look?
For what game? No.
This game.
No.
Guess
The
the
line?
line. Baltimore hosting Denver.
Baltimore hosting Denver.
Both teams are 5-3.
Baltimore -6.
Baltimore -9.5 is what I saw earlier today.
9.5.
9.5 seems a little high, Kev. I am
Like
away leaning towards Denver. Thoughts?
We talked about this on the show Sunday.
Yep.
That was one of my bets. If you'd have told me I hit Denver, I don't know how they're 5-3. They're obviously their defense is really good, so obviously that's why they're the main reason they're 5-3. But even a good defense, we'll see what happens second half of the year, because if that offense can't, they picked it up last week. Bo Nix was pretty good. But if they struggle offensively, that defense is going to get worn out second half of the season. Be anxious to see if they can keep that up. But hey, they're rolling right now.
9.5 might be too many points. We'll see. We saw Denver go in to Tampa Bay and whoop up on them, right? And that's when Tampa Bay was like firing on all cylinders. So
rolling.
Other part of this game, Cleveland is 2-6 now, and they're hosting the 4-3 Los Angeles Chargers. Guess that line, Kev.
Cleveland hosting the Chargers.
Yep.
Cool. Chargers are coming off a loss, right?
Nope.
Who they? Oh, they beat. Yeah. Ooh, that's a close one, man. Cleveland -1.
Cleveland -1.5 is what I saw today.
Okay.
Nice. How about this game? Tennessee at Detroit. Detroit closes 11.5 point favorite. Over under a 45. Kevin loved that. Loved it. Detroit 52-14. Kevin, roll the clip.
I loved it so much. So okay. I've got our little 2-leg parlay here for the show. I've got Lions Titans under 44.5. And I've got Bucks Atlanta under 45.5. My only worry on the Lions Titans game is if Detroit hits it on their own. Detroit throws up a 50 burger on the
that could happen.
It could happen. It could happen, and it did happen.
You got to listen to your gut, brother.
I know, man.
Listen to your gut. You literally predicted the future. Detroit puts up a 50 burger, 52-14, man. Holy shit. I mean, I don't think anyone was surprised at this outcome. Looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I could definitely see that. And hey, you could definitely see it.
Yeah.
We just took a glimpse into the past, right?
Yeah.
We, didn't bet it, but you did bet something in this game. What did you hit here?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this one. I got Gibbs, Montgomery, parlay, each to have a TD plus 186. That hit early, too. That might have been the first quarter. It was early in that game.
Yeah, and then your boy Montgomery throwing a touchdown pass. We got into a little bit of a discussion about this earlier. I wouldn't call it an argument because I think I did kind of agree with you. But what was your side? And Kev, why are you against them running a play like this up with the amount of points they were against Tennessee, a non-conference team?
Yeah, and actually, I think me and Jake even hit on this a little bit at some point in that clip later on or before it. I just for Detroit, they're going to make a deep playoff run. I mean, they're Super Bowl favorites right now, I think.
They're up there.
I'm a little shocked that they're throwing trick plays out every week. Just in the fact that like you're throttling Tennessee. Yeah. Why show your hand when you can use that in a big game late in the season, or a playoff game even? I think I would save it. But I do understand your side of the argument a little bit, but I think I like to keep some of that in my pocket, save it for later.
Yeah, and my side of the argument it's like we know that Dan Campbell loves to do this. He's a gambler. 1-800-GAMBLER. Dan Campbell could probably do you some good. We saw it last year in the playoffs, but he loves the trick plays, and I think he likes the argument to not have it on tape. Yes, but the argument to have it on tape. Now teams now are like, well, shit. Now we're gonna prepare for maybe Montgomery throwing a touchdown. I think we saw Amon-Ra St. Brown throw a touchdown last year, right? I know Goff has caught a touchdown.
He's got offensive linemen. Yeah, he's got offensive linemen going out. He's got, always something. I like the creativeness. I don't know if it's Ben Johnson or if it's more, head coach, but I like it. Yeah. The spots they're doing it in, I'm not crazy about.
All right. I got to call your notes out real quick here. And I don't like reading your stuff, Kev, but I see they need to pay whatever it takes to keep Ben Johnson. And then underneath it, Jared Goff, 12 of 15 for 85 yards.
So, hey,
which is it, Kev?
No, here's what it is. If any other quarterback goes 12 of 15 for only 85 yards, you're getting throttled. You're not putting up. Now, I know it was defensive touchdowns, it was special teams, but
they ran the shit out of
the creativeness that he comes up with it fits perfectly with what Dan Campbell wants to do. He is the perfect match. And how many times have we seen it where the hot coordinator leaves, he goes somewhere, he sucks, he does it for 2 years, and he gets fired and comes back to be a coordinator. Dude, stay in his lane, keep him. He's got your team rolling. Hey, keep that train moving, Detroit. Keep him there. That's what I would do.
Keep that dude. What's better than a stable coaching staff that's producing results? Right?
Go look at all your top teams, like consistently. Like
Kansas City.
They've got stable head coaches. They've got even when they lose coordinators because their offense is good or their defense is good, they've got a next guy up. They're staying par. They're staying the course. Like it's so
I mean, Detroit what that does to the players in the locker room too, Kev. I mean, they believe in them. Results speak, right? And you're only as good as last week in the NFL. But dude, the Detroit Lions have been winning a lot of games, man. Winning a lot of games. They won 2 playoff games last year. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
they're here, man.
You don't want to go back to old Detroit
for a while too. Yeah, you don't want to go play Detroit in Detroit. I think we're actually in Detroit again this year. The Bills are, so
that's a good one.
Retro. Okay, one more stat for this game, and then we'll talk about who these teams play next. But teams that play Detroit are 0-5 straight up and 0-5 against the spread the following week. The Rams, they lost 41-10 to Arizona. Tampa Bay, they lost 26-7 to Denver. Arizona lost 42-14 to Washington. Seattle lost 29-20 to the Giants. Most recently, Minnesota lost 30-20 at the Rams. Okay. That is insane. Not pictured here is Dallas. Dallas lost to Detroit, but they were on a bye. But then coming off a bye, what happened? They lose to San Fran. Dude, so technically, I'm calling it 6-0.
I'm calling it 6-0.
Now, this is where it's going to get interesting, okay? Tennessee just got throttled by them. Now Tennessee is hosting New England. If this trend continues, it is something that needs to be bet on week after week after week after week, okay?
Yeah, you just got to ride this until it doesn't hit. I mean, it's that
Hey,
simple.
and even if it doesn't hit once, doesn't mean it's not going to hit again.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. So, like we just talked about, Tennessee 1-6. They're home to New England 2-6. Guess that line, Kev.
Tennessee at home?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Dude, are they a home dog?
Tell me, man. What do you got?
Tennessee +1?
Tennessee -3.
Really?
Yeah. Now remember, now Drake May is in concussion.
Drake May's
protocol.
out. Oh yeah, Drake May's out.
And I bet you Will Levis comes back. I saw the Dodgers eke out a run too, by the way. I didn't see how. It's 5-3 now. Wasn't it just 5-2?
Yep.
Okay, so Detroit 6-1 is visiting Green Bay 6-2. Winner will take a hold of the division. Guess that line.
Where's that?
God damn it, Kev. Green Bay.
I got a couple things going on here.
There's only one thing going on, man. We're live.
I got baseball over here in the corner of my.
Turn that baseball shit up.
Detroit -3.
Detroit -3.5 right now, and I think that is all because that Jordan Love injury, which we will talk to.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, we got a bunch of news on this one. Indy at Houston. Houston won 23-20. They closed as a 5-point favorite. Did not cover the spread. An over-under of 45.5 went under in the game. Jake had Joe Mixon over 100 yards plus 210. That was noteworthy. I listened back to the show, Kev. I clipped all your guys' plays. That's what I do, man. I can't be there. Now I'm here. Man, go ahead and break the news, Kev. Break the news, because I see you.
When you're looking down at your notes, all I can see is Scooby's head, and it just kills me every time.
That's good.
This game, I'll be honest, I just watched clips of it. I wasn't actually watching it live till like kind of the end, but we talked about it every week. I've talked about it every week. It's almost not even realistic what Anthony Richardson is doing right now. Now, I know people are going to say he's young, he's inexperienced, he needs time. I get it. Like, he does need to develop, and they knew that when they drafted him. He only really started 1 year in college, like not a thrower, more of a runner. But the dude's bad. 2 of 15 in the first half. Finished at 10 of 32. And that's, the play is one thing, because he's got to get the reps to get better. Like, I understand that. They knew that when they drafted him. But man, a QB tapping himself, head tap, he needs a break. I have never seen that in my entire life of watching football.
Not like that.
It's just
not because he's tired, man. How about because, hey, I can't see because I just got my bell rung. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to come. Yeah, he's got to lie. He's got to flat out lie. He's got to say, man, I gotta
exactly.
Like I tweaked. I kind of cramped up, or I felt a twinge in my hamstring.
Dude, limp off the field, man. Anything is better than what you did. Oh yeah, man. I just needed a breather. Well, dude.
And then
what? You're gonna be catching a lot of O2 in the sidelines now.
The fact that after the game, and this goes back to the PR department and the whatever. So after the game, he's going in for his interview. Dude, you've got to grab this guy. You've got to tell him, you got to give him a story. He's got to tell a story. He cannot tell everybody, oh, I was just tired. Like, that doesn't like, you cannot do that.
It was so crazy. It definitely forced their hand, in my opinion, dude. I think they were leaning that way. But like, as a quarterback, man, that can't be your answer. It can't be your answer as a quarterback, man. You're the franchise quarterback. They drafted you. You know what I'm saying? Like, high.
Yeah,
if I'm his teammate, dude, I'm looking at him like, huh?
He's tired? He's too young.
How about his offensive lineman?
Oh, an offensive lineman who's getting his teeth kicked in to block for you because you don't know, you have no pocket awareness is just Oh, these guys they done lost him. I mean,
Oh yeah.
these old linemen, they're not gonna like that at all. But man, he just then, back to the play, into the game, they still have a shot. And he takes a sack, doesn't even get the throw off, scrambling. Like, just, rookie mistake. And I don't want to pile on the kid, but man.
Well, I mean, listen, let's be honest. Okay, hang on. It's top of the fifth. Yankees 5-3. No outs. Dodgers have 2 on right now. Mookie Betts is up.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Uh-oh is right. We got Tim
Hill
Hill pitching. Yep.
Action.
He throws about 2 miles an hour faster with that mustache, right?
He'd throw harder if he had a Scooby mask on.
Mookie Betts, he's that man. Do it! Ah, shit. Get an error. They'll take one. So runners at the corners. Only getting 1 out there is tough.
Yeah.
All right. Yankees up 5-3. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Top of the fifth for the Dodgers. All right. Listen, I liked Indy here. They ended up covering. The Indy team is feisty with or without Richardson. Okay.
More feisty without him.
The with or without him, they're feisty. They just are. They lost 23-20. I mean, they're a feisty team. And I don't know what to do with them. I just don't.
Double play.
Indy's 4-4 now. I mean, listen, let's go to the Houston side of the ball. Right? Stephon Diggs tore his ACL. Out for the year. Nico Collins can't return until week 10 in Detroit if he's ready, which it sounds like he is. You guys know what time it is. It's Hutchinson season, dude. Xavier Hutchinson ladder coming at you this Sunday. You could book it right now. Book it now. Who are they playing?
Xavier Hutchinson. They're on Thursday, right?
Oh, yeah, they're on Thursday. Ooh,
against the Jets, I think.
Never mind. Listen, check this stat out, dude. Nico Collins is 9th in receiving yards, and he hasn't played the last 3 games. That dude was on a tear this year.
He good.
He played like half a quarter against us and had 83 yards.
Yeah.
No other bets here. It's Flacco season, dude. Get out your Indianapolis Colts fantasy players.
Yep. Michael Pittman, take him off the shelf. Get him out and get him in your lineup.
Yep. All right. Let's play guess the line. Texans 6-2 at the New York Jets, who are 2-6, as you alluded to on Thursday Night Football. Kev, guess that line.
Texans -7.5.
New York Jets -2.
What?
Yeah.
The Jets 6-2.
They don't have Nico Collins and they don't have Stephon Diggs. That's going to be a tough one, dude. That's going to be a tough one. I love the Jets here. Love the Jets. Lock potential for the Jets, man. Jets might be a bet-on team there. I'm telling you, dude, the Jets, listen, this is how the NFL works, right? Everyone's writing them off. Just this is a game. It's a perfect storm, dude. Houston's all banged up. Houston could afford to drop one too.
That's a perfect game for the Jets to blow, and they should win it. That's the story there.
I think this is the Jets' 4th primetime game already this year.
And that's 4 too many.
This is their 2nd Thursday night game, I think. Ugh. Anyways, Indy 4-4. They're visiting the 5-2 Vikings on Sunday Night Football. That sucks. Guess that line.
Vikings.
This was before. The line that I have is before the news came out. It may have changed.
Vikings -3.
Vikings were -6.
6. I'm way off. Jesus.
Yep. Coming off a loss, man. I think Retro. Next game. I did not watch a second of this game. Green Bay visited Jacksonville. Green Bay closed as a -4 favorite. I think Jake had Green Bay as one of his best bets. Unfortunately, did not come home from. You had an incredible bet that you've been playing all year. Talk about it, Kev.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr., TD plus 140. Jacksonville's not good defensively. So in turn, they're going to be throwing the ball to try to keep up in most games.
Yep.
And man, if he was on any a team with a better offense, a little bit of better QB play, we'd be talking about him as like top rookie wide receiver. I mean, he's good. He's been good even in that subpar offense. They're kind of hit or miss, obviously, but
yeah.
Plus money on a wide out on a team who's gonna have to throw it. Yeah, I'll take it.
What are his stats look like for this year?
Go look them up. I'll talk a little bit here. So yeah, Love. Right, wow. Got it. What you got?
33 receptions, 573 yards, tied for 6th, and 5 touchdowns, tied for 4th.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Where did they take him? Was he a second round, early second round pick?
First round pick, and he was in the low 20s.
Did they trade back up for him?
Yeah, but it was only like a pick.
Okay.
And I remember being pissed. This is a guy that I wanted for the Bills.
I remember you saying that. Yep.
I wanted this dude for the Bills. And we'll talk about Keon Coleman, but I need to pull it up right now. How is he comparing? So Coleman's got 396 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Yep. So Kevin's going to keep playing some of these wide receiver touchdowns. I mean, I think you've played every single time that Thomas Jr. has scored.
Oh, I think I've hit every one of them. Yeah.
We've talked about this. Big takeaway from this game, Kev, is Jordan Love with a groin injury. Now, they're saying that he's day-to-day. They're saying he's going to have more testing done. They're saying this. They're saying that. We will not know until game time. I promise you that. It's not going to.
Scooby's kicking your ass. Scooby's kicking your ass, dude.
These headphones are fucking. Pardon my French. I got to stop swearing. These headphones are touch, and the costume keeps turning off the noise canceling, and then I could just hear this terrible like white noise. Anyways, hey, you just got to fight through it. You just got to fight through it. So if Jordan Love does not play, we already talked about guess this line for this game. So we talked about Detroit. Detroit's laying 3.5. Are you going out and grabbing Detroit minus 3.5, hoping that Love doesn't play?
Yeah, because even I think you do, because if he doesn't play, you're sitting pretty. And even if he plays, he's going to be limited in his movement. And Detroit's just rolling right now. So I think I'd grab it right now. And then, take your chances.
Yep, I agree 1,000% with that. Cosign. Christian Kirk out for the season with a broken collarbone. So your Brian Thomas Jr. or Evan Ingram stock rising. We talked about Green Bay. How about Jacksonville visiting Philadelphia? Guess that line. Jacksonville 2-6, Philadelphia 5-2. Don't look now. Guess that line.
At Philly's offense, man, they're running the ball well, passing it just enough to make it, dangerous. Philly minus 7.
7.5. There you go.
7.5.
This game, dude. Oh, man. Arizona at Miami. I thought Miami was going to get right here. Miami was laying 4.5 at closing time market here. Over under a 46. Arizona, stunner, 28-27. Arizona moves to 4-4. Miami moves to 2-5. I saw some clips of Nikki Smokes, that douchebag from Barstool. Oh, Bills Mafia, you guys were right. I'm sorry, dude. Shut up. You're a douchebag. Don't even come at. Just go away.
What's your beef with Nikki Smokes?
He's a douchebag.
Where does it come from though? Where does
He's
it start?
Dolphins fan.
But
Go watch his videos. Just go watch.
I don't watch. I don't watch his videos. I don't. Yeah.
He's just the all-time douchebag, man. Talks all this
Don't
shit,
disagree,
and then
but
he talks all this shit. And dude, I've got the bookmarks, and I will be tweeting them when the time is right. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Listen, I thought this was a get-right game for Miami. Arizona is going to be feisty all year, man. Barring any injuries, this team's got a bunch of talent on the team. Unfortunately, they made 0 moves in the offseason for their defense. So, you're going to see some higher scoring games, or you're just going to see Arizona in these games because they have the offense to make shit happen. I am actually nervous about Miami coming to Buffalo wounded like this. I don't know if I should be. Miami 2-5 visiting Buffalo, who's 6-2. Kevin, guess that line.
In Buffalo, Buffalo minus 7.5.
6.5 right now.
6.5.
Yep. What did you watch this game at all, or did you have? I just didn't really have any action.
No, I didn't. I stayed away from it and wasn't watching it. Just seen some clips, but I said last week, Tua back. I want to see what he does in that first game back to see kind of how that offense performed. The offense was okay, not great, not terrible.
They ran the ball well.
Achane looked much better with a competent passing game.
Achane ran for like 96, but Mostert had 2 touchdowns on the ground. So that's got to be a little aggravating if you're Achane.
Yeah.
That's what they do, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of their two-headed monster when they're healthy. I just think it's interesting to see how Tua comes back in this game. He played okay. The offense wasn't the problem last week. Defense was, which was kind of a little shocking. I thought defense would have played better with a little better offense to kind of keep them off the field as much. So
yep, same. I didn't get to watch any highlights or the all 22 or anything. I try and catch as many as I can, just to get a feel for what happened. If I can't watch them, I want to go and see it. And this one, man, I didn't have a bet on the game. Really limited number of bets last week that I put in. Just kind of a pause, reset, and what the hell? Sorry,
you need a pause and a reset. You good?
Yeah, it's my cat. Pause and a reset. Had some friends in town. Took a breather, man. But I had some bets that hit. We'll talk about them. But man, I'm nervous about this Miami team coming in. I just am. I don't like the spot. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of Bills team we got, and we'll see if we're still their daddy or not. Chicago, who is 4-3, will be visiting Arizona, who is 4-4. Guess that spread.
Well, Chicago, obviously they had that crazy game we'll get into, but they looked terrible for 3 quarters offensively. Then kind of picked it up in the fourth. Arizona minus 1.5.
Arizona -1.
-1.
Nice guess.
Right
All
there.
right. This game, dude, I'm loving watching this. So we had Miami lose again, right? Miami 2-5. How about the Jets at the Patriots? Oh my God. This was the best. I was on the couch licking my wounds, checking the scores, and I'm like, oh my God. New England, 7-point underdog with an outright victory. The New York Jets, 25-22. Over under closed at 41. Game goes over. Drake May left with a concussion, and Jacoby Brisket comes in, smokes Aaron Rodgers. Smoke rings on Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yeah, smoked rings. Zerline's missed extra point and missed field goal smoked my teaser. If he hits either one of them, I cover and I'm good.
Yeah.
So Legatron, Greg the Leg, it's about time for him to retire. He's been terrible.
I forgot about
that. That was the original name that came up with him when St. Louis drafted him. Then they switched to Greg the Leg.
Hey, real quick, Kev. Dodgers eked out another run 5-4 now. I believe it's the bottom of the fifth. Yep, 5-4 Yankees, bottom of the fifth. Yankees got 2 men on base right now, 1 out.
First and second, yeah.
Dude, Rogers, man, I don't know. Listen, we keep talking about this. The Jets are now 2-6. 2-6. People were talking about double-digit wins. I mean, dude, they're gonna have to like win out.
What was did they start off like 3-4 or 4-3 last year with Zach Wilson? Right?
Well, I know they started out 1-0.
Yeah.
They beat us first game.
Yeah. Man, Rodgers, I mean, you know, we're sitting here talking about a 40-something-year-old quarterback, and everybody's thinking he's going to be. He has just as his throws, man. He has no zip on his ball. There was a couple just typical Rodgers plays where he kind of does a little semi-roll, whips it out there in the out route, and just was short and just didn't have that same pop on his throws. And like I said, we're talking about a 40-year-old quarterback. So I don't know what was to be expected, but he looks 40 years old. So
yeah, he sure does, man. Looking brutal. I'm loving it, man. New England 2-6. New York Jets 2-6. I got a New England alt under. It's under 3.5 wins. I think it's plus 340, plus 240, something crazy. I can look it up here.
Have they played? Has New England played the Jets twice already?
Plus 240. Yeah, I believe they split. But so we finished the season New England, Jets, New England. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, Drake May out with a concussion. Hopefully he can come back. Watching New England has been tolerable with Drake May under center, man.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing out of this kid. I hope he doesn't get much better, but I hope he stays like right where he's at. You know, I think perfect. Listen, the Jets are going to win more games. What's that?
He does the Mac Jones where you think he's going to be good that first year, and he never got any better.
We ended Mac Jones. Mac Jones brought him to the playoffs, dude, and then the Bills played like the perfect playoff game. We beat them like 45-14 or something like that. First playoff game, and Mac Jones pretty much retired from there. All right. New York Jets 2-6 hosting Houston. We already talked about this on Thursday Night Football. New England visiting Tennessee. We talked about that one too. So we can move right along, Kev. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. This was one of my bets, and I hear you guys did not talk about it on the show. Very, very disappointing. Atlanta visited Tampa Bay. Atlanta only closed as a -2.5 point favorite. -145 on the money line. I bet them earlier last week. I want to say Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that time. I bet Atlanta on the money line, -140. This is a big game, man. Winner was going to take over first place in the NFC South. And obviously with Tampa Bay having the Godwin and Evans injury, it's just like, I don't know what everyone was missing here, man. Tampa Bay was getting some money. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I thought Tampa was gonna, run the ball, establish the run a little bit, but they still were not great running the ball. Baker still dropping back and chucking it.
Well, dude, that's the game plan, though. That's the Falcons stack the box.
Yeah,
why would you let Tampa Bay run?
Yeah, I guess I still thought they would at least get something going running the ball with all them injuries. But yeah, no, to your point, that's what Atlanta's trying to do. Yeah. Man, Cousins, good game, man. 23-29, 276 yards, 4 TDs, no picks.
He's had a couple sneaky good games this year.
Kirk O'Bang, he's hicking around in the form. 2 chains. Otten, 9 catches, 81 yards, 2 TDs for Tampa. With them wide receivers out. So fantasy tight end wise, you got if you don't have Otten and he's out there, he shouldn't be.
Definitely got to grab him. Yep. I agree 1,000%. Listen, I liked Atlanta in this spot without the wide receiver injuries, man. I think Atlanta's the more complete team. Listen, and Baker is playing unreal. He's got 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions on the year. Last
He's
3
got what?
games, he's got 21 touchdowns and 9 interceptions this year.
21? Jeez.
21.
I thought you were reading that wrong.
No.
Man.
Isn't that crazy? The last 3 games alone, he's had a 10 touchdown, 7 interception ratio. Baker's playing awesome. I love the Baker Mayfield story, and I cannot wait until Baker Mayfield, hopefully has a very long career. I love watching this dude play. He's a competitor, but the biopic on Baker on Netflix is going to be sick, dude.
Think about like the Carolina Panthers had Darnold and Baker in that stadium, and just nothing. They're terrible. They're awful. Move on. Bring in the rookie. Give me Bryce Young. Holy shit!
Carolina traded Baker like mid-season to the Rams because Stafford got hurt, and then their backup got hurt, and then Baker goes out and wins a game for the Rams last year. It's like, dude, Carolina needs to look in the mirror and go
Browns too.
Yeah, well, listen, I don't know how. Yeah. The Browns went to the playoffs and won a playoff game with them, dude, didn't they?
Yeah, and he went out. Remember, he was hurt. He played,
dude.
He did the opposite of Anthony Richardson. He played when he shouldn't have played, hurt, trying to win a game, and it cost him money because he left, and everybody thought he was done. And now he's making them pay, man. Good for Baker.
I'm a Baker guy, and he threw in his Zin during halftime. I don't know, or he was on the bench and threw in his Zin like just mid-game, which I love to see.
Did you see the other person popping his in? They caught on camera?
No.
I'll give you no, not even a player, a coach, a head coach.
Oh, a Zin from a head coach?
AFC team.
Shit.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Tomlin.
I hate this guy.
Mike McDaniel?
No, he's popping something else. He's popping something else stronger than his in. Harbaugh.
Oh, okay.
Jim.
Hey, I love Jim Harbaugh. I told you just before the season. I know you don't like him. That dude is the man.
Yeah, I don't like
Drink
him.
some milk, have his in, dude. Everything will be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, we're checking in on our futures halfway through the season. Drake London over 5.5 receiving touchdowns. He's at 5 right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Yep, we only talk about winners here. That's what we do. Atlanta next week. Guess that line. Atlanta 5-3 hosting Dallas 3-4. Guess that line.
Atlanta hosting Dallas. Dallas coming off a loss. Atlanta -3.
-2.5. Kev's getting the hang of it. Tampa Bay 4-4 visits Kansas City on Monday Night Football. Kansas City 7-0.
Tampa.
Wait, is Kansas City 8-0? No, I think they're 7.
Tampa. Kansas City minus 4.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Tampa Bay's got no weapons, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, Baker. He'll keep it competitive, maybe a Tampa Bay first half bet. That's what I like there. This game, dude, me and Jake were simpatico here. The Eagles catching, I got them at +3 early in the week, closed at -2.5. Eagles are catching 2.5 points, visiting the Bengals. Over under closed at 48. Philadelphia stomps them 37-17. Another early in the week bet. Philadelphia +3. I was strictly playing a number there, but I did like the direction that the two teams were going in, opposite of each other. Cincinnati just basically mid at best. And Philly, you know my love for the Eagles this year. I'll get into it, but what did you think, man? I mean, I know you guys had a little action on this. Jake played the Philadelphia money line, which he had a good point. If you're going to take Philadelphia +3, just take him on the money line. Grab that +136. Good handicapping there, Jake. I hear you. Kev?
Yeah, we got Matt in the chat. Everybody loves the Scooby. Matt,
Hey, man.
loving it. That
I
might be
pay up,
your
dude.
new that might be your new gig. Yeah. Man, this was probably one of the best I think mix of Philly offense running it. I think Hurts threw it 20 times. He was 16 of 20, I think. Yeah, 236,
Yep.
1 TD. If he's
3
throwing the
rushing
ball,
touchdowns.
yeah, if he's throwing the ball 20 to 25 times and they're running the ball with Saquon, that's the mix they want. That's, that'll work for them moving late in the season. This is about the point. What were they? Or no, they were what, 10? It was at 10-0 last year. Where something switched and teams figured them out. So let's see. I don't think that's going to happen again, but if they keep this mix up, they'll be good. Cincinnati, we talk about every week. Their defense isn't good. T. Higgins, he's just.
They need T. Higgins, man. They need
him, man. As good as Jamar Chase is, they need Higgins to kind of complement and get this offense rolling.
Did you play a Jamar Chase touchdown?
I did. I didn't have it on the board here. I played it literally right before game time.
There you go.
It was I don't think it was plus money.
It was probably minus
it was
125.
-1 something, yeah.
Yeah, without Higgins, that price is going to go down just because the odds of it happening are greater. So I was all over Philadelphia here. I'm holding a Philadelphia -140 to win the division. I am holding a Washington +550 to come in second in that division. It looks like it's going to shape up to be a good race towards the finish. I am holding a Philadelphia +1400 to win the Super Bowl. That price is currently +1200. I bet you're going to see that closer to 600 when the season ends, dude. I'm telling you right now. Philadelphia, man, they're not going to let happen what had happened last year. The team's younger. They're a lot better. They're healthier now. I'm also holding a Chase to lead the league in touchdowns +1000 ticket. He's at 7, and guess what? He's leading the league right now, and I don't see that going to slow down at all. They need him. They need him bad. Cincinnati 3-5, Kev, hosting your Raiders 2-6. What's that line?
It doesn't matter.
What is it? Come on.
Man, Cincinnati's not good, but their offense is going to eat. Cincy -6.5.
7.5.
7.5.
I think we talked about this one already. Philadelphia is hosting Jacksonville. Philadelphia 5-2. Jacksonville 2-6. Philadelphia
wasn't
-7.5.
7.5. Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty crazy, huh? Both teams hosting a 2-6 team, and they have the same exact line. Does that seem a little weird to you, Kev? I think that Cincinnati line should be closer to 5. I think the Philadelphia line should be closer to 8. And I bet you that's the direction that they're going to go. I do. Now, yes, if Higgins plays, that is scary for you guys going on the road. I agree. And we've seen Cincinnati put up some points on some of these bad teams. So, all right, New Orleans at the Chargers. We had a battle of the best bets here between Jake and Kevin. Chargers laying 7 over under a 41. Chargers waxed them 26-8. Kevin was on New Orleans. Jake was on the Chargers. Kevin loses the best bet. Unfortunately, they are cowards and did not bet anything fun. Kev, takeaways?
It actually still hit the under, which
of course that under hit, dude. It's the Chargers.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think Chargers were going to put up 26. I like the under, but I just thought neither of these teams were going to score many. I was thinking more like a,
Yeah.
2013 or something
Yeah.
like that. Rattler benched in the second half for, I can't even think of the guy's name.
Yeah, that guy has a very forgettable name. It's like
Yeah.
John Hall or something.
John Doe. Yeah. I'll tell you a guy who's been pretty good, man, is another rookie receiver. Your boy, I remember you talking him up, Lad McConkey. Man,
He's
6
sick,
catches, 111, 2 touchdowns. He's been good, man. They lost all them receivers in the offseason, but he's kind of stepped it up, and they're kind of number one. Herbert,
it's been a roller
showed
coaster
a
year
little
for
bit.
him, man.
Yeah,
because
got a couple good games.
The game script doesn't always lend itself to McConkey, unfortunately, but he's a stud, man. He's an incredible route runner. People don't realize how good he was at Georgia, man. He is incredible. New Orleans Saints backup quarterback Jake Hayner.
Uh-oh.
Is that foul or is that home run Yankees?
6-4.
Austin Wells, second home run this postseason. 6-4 Yanks. Man. At least they're making it a game, man. Hey, I would love to see it.
You knew that MLB script wasn't going to let the Yankees get swept.
Nope, and I got to tell you, man, I had the Dodgers team total over 3.5 in my cart today. It was minus 130, and I was like, I don't want to touch it. Well,
should have.
Egg on my face, Kev. Yeah, so not a ton of takeaways here. Is Derek Carr ever going to play again? I don't know. A lot of rumors of him being lost in a local Kmart buying eyeliner this week. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this Chargers team. I don't like them. But they're feisty, man.
Yeah. The way they, like you talked, their game script, if they're running the ball, playing solid defense, they're going to, this was, I don't know. They're kind of sneaky. We'll see if they keep it up.
They could run it. They could do it. They showed they could pass it. I mean, we saw Herbert go for 349 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
they kicked school.
Yeah, but they kicked 5 field goals. So it's just this is just not. It reminds me of like a Pittsburgh team before, like after Roethlisberger. You know,
it kind of reminds me a little bit. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. How the Niners have great numbers. They had the receivers' yards, the QB passing, but they just weren't putting the ball in the end zone. Kind of the same thing. They're moving the ball between the 20s, but not putting it in the end zone, settling for field goals.
Yep. So Chargers 4-3 now. They're visiting Cleveland 2-6. The Chargers are laying 1.5. We talked about that. New Orleans, who is now 2-6 after starting 2-0. They've lost 6 straight. They're going to visit the 1-6 Panthers. Guess that line, Kev.
Dude. That's the Derek Carr effect on that. Anyway, the Panthers and the Saints. Ugh. Holy crap. Where's it at? Carolina?
It's in Carolina.
Oh, yeah, you can get a ticket for that game for 50 cents.
Yep.
I bet
they might pay you to go, dude. I bet you get more back in coupons.
We might be able to do halftime or something there. We might want to check into that. Saints minus, holy crap. Them teams are both terrible. It shouldn't be that big. 6 Saints minus 6?
Minus 7.
Oh my god.
That'll get bought up. People were buying Carolina at Denver.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are nuts, man.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Oh, that's terrible. That might be the worst game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Sure. Well, listen, if Derek Carr plays, man. If Derek Carr plays, I love the Saints minus 7.
Oh yeah.
If it's Rattler versus Bryce Young, dude, I won't be near that game.
Would you get on it now? What have they said about Carr? Have they said if he's questionable or is he definitely
he was questionable going into that Chargers game, so I'd have to assume he's almost ready to play. It
I
was
would
a
almost take
ribs,
that.
so
I would almost take that Saints -7 right now and just cross your fingers. The car's going to
I don't
play.
know. We talked about this earlier today, but dude, this is the week for the teaser, man. I'm telling you right now. But I'm gonna have a slew of 6 and 7 point, 10, 12 point teaser pleasers left and right, dude. We're gonna be cashing tickets. Game of the week, man. Buffalo Bills at the Seahawks. The Bills were laying 3 points, going in, shut down the 12th man. 31-10. The Bills go in there having Seahawks for dinner. Geno Smith was saying that it was like he was playing a road game. Bills Mafia traveled east to west. Incredible, man. I had a bunch of buddies go there. I got a buddy, Sean, who's always in the chat, who actually lives an hour and a half north of Seattle. He was at the game, and what a showing the Bills put on for us, man. This Bills team rounded into form, Kev, as a I'm still calling you non-biased Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are you seeing here?
Well, we talked about it before the season. Everybody, they can try to not talk about it, but before the season, people thought the Bills were not going to be good. They didn't like the receivers. They didn't know the defense had issues, banged up. Like, people were not on the Bills before the season, except for Bills Mafia. You can go back and watch some of these preseason shows. They were not on the Bills. Dude, Josh Allen spreading the ball out. We talk about it all the time. But James Cook running the ball, 17 carries, 111, I think.
2 tuds, have a day.
So Shakir, 9 catches, 107. Yeah, 170 yards.
Ooh.
I seen a stat. It was his catch percentage was like 90, crazy high, but the highest wide receiver, every other that was that high was running backs or tight ends. So he is like, you get in, if you target him, he's catching it. He's reliable. Josh knows that. We talked about that 90% in the preseason.
Yeah. Dude, he holds the record for completions in a row from quarterback to wide receiver. He holds the record.
That's
he got it. He got it earlier this year.
Huh.
NFL all-time record.
Just as reliable as they come. Allen did have his first pick, right, in this game?
Yeah, and we knew that was going to happen. We talked about that like on last week's recap show. I mean, listen, it was going to happen.
8 games in and you throw your first pick, dude, you're good. A little, I don't know if concerning or what. You can probably dig into this more. Cooper, 1 catch for 3 yards. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, you can dig into that a little more. But yeah, no, Bills, man, 31 points. They're going to continue to put that around that number up. If the defense can get healthy and just stay, bend but don't break, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. And the defense is going to get a little more healthy. Dude, Dwayne Carter didn't play. Terrell Bernard didn't play. I mean, I know I heard you and Jake on the pregame talking about how Seattle is going to run all over us. And yeah, I mean, I think everyone thought that, right? Everyone thought that. But, dude, I think that was the first time in 30 years or something that the Bills held a team to less than 15 yards rushing at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah, I may have just made that up, dude, but would you have known it? I'm just kidding.
Scooby's getting your head, dude.
I'm on those Scooby snacks, bro. Listen, this is just what I'm liking. This is just really, I like what I'm starting to see out of this Buffalo team. Like McDermott are saying, you hear the players say it. All 3 phases are starting to click and play complementary football, dude. My friends hate when they say that, but it's the truth. That's what they do, and it works, man. I told you I'm holding an Eagles to win the Super Bowl ticket. Well, guess what? I am holding a Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl ticket plus 1,600. I do it every year. It's the pancake breakfast. We do it every year. Those odds are currently plus 1,000. How about a little CLV there? And for the DGens out there, I told you I have Bills and Eagles Super Bowl tickets. Well, how about the Bills to beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl? I'm holding that ticket plus 11,000. And I'm also holding an Eagles to beat the Bills in the Super Bowl ticket plus 13,000. That is what I'm talking about. I also have a Josh Allen over 27.5 passing touchdowns. He's at 14 right now, and he is right on pace. It's exactly what we like to see. Now, I see you got a little notey note there that's saying Amari Cooper, only 1 reception is 3 yards. Yeah, Kev, we're working him in, buddy. We're working him into the offense. This is the type of offense where you're seeing Coleman and you're seeing Cook and you're seeing Shakir. Well, next game, dude, you might see Kincaid and you might see Cooper have 50, 60, 70 receiving. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see Josh Allen run a couple touchdowns, and you're going to see, hey, how about and why am I forgetting? Ray Davis. How about Ray Davis going for 122 all-purpose yards against the Jets, right? Dude, we can kick your ass in all 3 phases. You know, I'm just really excited about this team. All right.
And I think this is where we talked about spread the ball around. I mean, Cooper doesn't have a week. He'll be ready to go next week, and he's not going to complain about it. He's not going to bitch that he only got 1 catch. He's just going to keep playing because they're winning, and he'll just do his thing.
Kev, who is leading the league in passing right now? We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, I would have guessed either one of these guys. But yeah, Geno is crazy.
2,197 yards. Now, there's a crazier stat here. I want you to guess his touchdown to interceptions real quick. Just throw a quick. Yep, this year.
This year?
Just this year. He's leading the league in passing.
Oh, even.
8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, dude.
Oh, I was
what? Dude, what?
I was close.
Right behind him, dude, Baker Mayfield thrown for 2,189, except he's got a 21-9 interception ratio.
Yeah.
Can you now this might be terrible. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds. Round out the top 5 in passing. Geno, Baker, round it out. Who's 3, 4, and 5? Doesn't have to be in any order.
Joe Burrow?
Nope, he's at 6.
Oh, crap.
Say some names.
I'm drawing a blank on teams here. Let me scroll through here.
Drawing a blank on teams. Just pick a team.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, number 3.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler, 17.
Jordan Love. Even though he's missed some games.
19.
Ooh.
One more guess.
Goff?
Goff, 14. Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Kirk Cousins, Brock Purdy, and Lamar Jackson. Your top 5 passing leaders. Woo!
Brock Purdy, huh?
Yeah. Now, if you go to touchdowns, it gets a little bit better. It goes Mayfield at 21. Jackson. How about Lamar, dude? Lamar's holding a 17-2 touchdown to interception ratio right now. Oh,
is that passing? That's better. Passing touchdowns?
This is all passing stats. Yeah. Josh Allen, 14 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Darnold's up there, 14-5. Goff, 13-4. Some good shit, man. Good shit. Some good quarterback playing. And I swear, man, this is Josh Allen's year to win the MVP, and this stupid shit's going to happen. So, all right. Let's keep moving. We're almost there, Kev. Fun game here. Chicago at Washington. Chicago closes a 3-point favorite here. Washington wins on one of the best Hail Marys I've ever seen. And for many reasons, Jake had Washington +3. The Hail Mary did not even make it to the end zone. It was tipped. It was caught by Noah Brown, who should have been covered by Tyreek Stevenson, except he was too busy waving to Commanders fans. Kev, what the fuck?
Yeah. Caleb, 3 bad quarters of football, man. First 3 quarters, he was not good. Fourth quarter, he kind of gets it going, gets them back in this. Man, what an ending. Yeah, just so this even goes deeper. There was another video clip of that Tyreek Stevenson on the bench yelling at some fans, basically making a bet with them in the middle of the game. Then, fast forward to the Hail Mary, obviously barking at the crowd.
Dude's an idiot.
Ball snapped. He 4 seconds later realizes, oh shit, there's wide receivers running at me. I need to go get in the mix here. Well, apparently he was supposed to be the box out guy on Noah Brown. He was not even supposed to be in the scrum.
Exactly.
So he didn't do what he was supposed to do after acting a fool. Like, we talk about the Anthony Richardson, like young, dumb, young mistake, dumb mistake. But dude,
this is as dumb as it gets, man.
And I'm telling you, this is a product. Youth football, dude. The 12U kids I see every weekend, they do this stuff.
Yeah,
they do this stuff at the age of 12 because they think that these NFL guys. It starts young, and these guys don't think it's a problem. Like, they just, whatever, dude. If this guy wasn't a pretty good player and only second year in the league, he would have been made an example of and cut the next day. They're not going to do that, but dude, hey, this is as dumb as it gets.
It's as dumb as it gets, man. Hey, we skipped one here. Seattle 4-4, home to the Rams, who are 3-4. Guess that line.
Seattle at home. Rams are getting healthy. Still, Rams -2.
Rams -2 on the nose.
There we go.
Washington 6-2, visiting the Giants 2-6. Guess that line.
Washington visiting who?
Washington 6-2, visiting the Giants 2-6. Guess that line.
Washington -4.5.
Washington -3.5. And then we already talked about the Bears. Moving on to your Raiders. Kansas City at the Raiders. Kansas City closes a 9-point favorite over under a 41.5. The game goes over as Kansas City wins 27-20. Raiders cover +9. You and I were talking about that this could have been a bet last week. We did not touch it. Didn't have many plays on this.
Nope.
Do you want the floor?
Sure. This was supposed to break the Raiders cycle and get me back in my Raiders gear, but obviously, KC wasn't going to happen. Raiders, I'm pretty confident they've got one of the worst coaching staffs in the NFL, and that's saying something with Carolina, with AP just does not appear to be confident on the sideline and what he's doing. Luke Getsy needs to be fired. For people who wondered if it was him or Justin Fields in Chicago, it could have been both of them, but Getsy's terrible. AP looks lost. Patrick Graham, defensive coordinator, they weren't necessarily the whole problem yesterday or Sunday, but see ya, move on. There's rumors that Joe Philbin and what's his name from Cincy, Marvin Lewis, are basically checked out, collecting paychecks. Bad. Just couldn't run the ball. Zamir White had 2 carries for negative yards. I got on some Raiders some Raiders chat, and they were like, "Oh, the defense played good, great." They played okay, but KC was 12 of 16 on third down. And when you're converting 12 of 16 on third down, you're not playing good defense. I just, Max Crosby's only one guy. Obviously, Christian Wilkins is out, so that that defense isn't what it was supposed to be coming in. I'll start hitting up my NFL draft chatter here, putting out some stuff here.
Yep, we're getting close to that time.
Dunzo.
Let's see who's going to start declaring for the draft. Kansas City is hosting Tampa Bay on Monday Night Football. Kansas City 8.5-point favorite. We talked about your Raiders visiting Cincinnati as a 7.5-point underdog. Ruh-roh. Carolina at Denver. We're going to breeze through this one real quick. Denver -11 favorite. Bo Nix was a -11 favorite. You heard that right. Over under of 41. Denver took care of business 28-14. Kevin and Jake both on Denver as a best bet -11. Yeah, man. Bo Nix looking like a stud against Carolina.
Look good. Yeah, look good.
I mean,
yeah, we talked about Deontay Johnson getting traded.
Hey, shout out Kev. Kev had this in his notes. Deontay Johnson will get traded before the deadline. Boom! Deontay Johnson traded for. Could even do the show today, Kev.
Yep. I just think, we talked about it. 7 games in, what are they doing? But hey, if you're not going to roll with him, get him out of there. Leggett with another touchdown. Get some of these young guys in there. Get some reps. He's had is that back-to-back touchdowns in the last 2 games for him, maybe, or Leggett? 2 out of the last 3. Yeah.
He's got 2 or 3 in the year, I think.
Yeah.
He's a nice player out of South Carolina.
Yeah. I like his touchdown celebration.
What was it?
He's a horse guy. He's got horses, so he does the giddy.
I love that. That was Ed Oliver. Yep. Shout out Ed Oliver after a sack.
Yep. Bo Nix, 28 of 37, 284 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. Pretty good,
Carolina, dude. It's Carolina. Give me a break.
Carolina, but you still rookie quarterback. You want to see them kind of games, no matter who it's against. Sutton, 8 catches, 100 yards. Look decent again against Carolina, but yeah, that's enough of that game.
Denver's visiting Baltimore this week. Let's see. Baltimore coming off a loss. Let's see what you got, Denver. The night game was Dallas at San Fran. San Fran closes a -4.5-point favorite, over under a 47. They won 30-24. I don't know how they keep doing this. Some huge stat lines, man, in this game. CeeDee Lamb, 13 catches for $146. I think Kittle did something similar. Yep. Purdy came back with a vengeance, but what have you been saying all year about the Dallas Cowboys, Kev?
The run game?
Yeah. Or how about lack thereof?
They've got a run, the running back duo from 2008, maybe, with Zeke and Dalvin Cook. Like, average age of running back, 34, whatever. Like,
roll the clip.
Then Jerry comes out and says he didn't even want Henry. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Of course you didn't, Jerry. So let me clear that up for everybody listening or watching. Washington, Philly, Dallas money lines plus 14-14. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right.
It's sexy, isn't it?
I like it. Jesse would love it. Anytime I've got any Dallas prop or any Dallas anything, he's all over me. So he would be all over you on that, Jake. I can guarantee it.
It's too good of money, man. I think people have turned too far the other way. Plus, San Francisco's just not been good, man.
Jake, I'm sorry.
Listen. This is on me a little bit. Okay, I didn't show up for you guys, and Jake's making bad bets because of it. Because I would have talked him off of this ledge immediately. How are you going to bet the Dallas Cowboys in a money line parlay You're gonna put the Dallas Cowboys in a money line parlay? Huh?
I didn't hate it.
Ashamed of you, Jake. I know you didn't hate it. You got the Dallas Star up your ass since preseason. God. All right. Up next, San Fran's on a bye. Dallas 3-4, visiting Atlanta 5-3. We talked about this. Atlanta 2.5-point favorite. Should be a good one there. I actually kind of like Dallas in that game.
What?
Psych. All right. Giants at Pittsburgh, Monday Night Football. I've probably had 4 viewers total watching this. Pittsburgh closed a 6.5-point favorite. They won 26-18, and over under of only 36.5, which I thought was wild, goes way over. 44 points in that game. We had no bets on this. None of us liked any of this.
Nope.
I liked Pittsburgh. I didn't want to touch it though. I just, the Giants show up in weird spots, and I thought this might have been one. And Russ cooking under center. Is he going to be due for a bad game here soon? I don't know, man.
Probably.
Pittsburgh looks fucking legit, and I'm upset by that.
Yeah, Giants. Man, Neighbors. They can't get Neighbors going. Daniel Jones just, they're getting to the point where they've got to figure something out in the quarterback room there. Also, They wasted, Saquon's years. Now they're gonna, they're on pace to waste Neighbors. Even, nobody talks about this, but think about Evan Ingram when he was there. He leaves, he goes to Jacksonville. The guy's a target monster down in Jacksonville.
Listen, it's all quarterback play there, and I know Daniel Jones, Dable went to the playoffs with Jones his first year as coach there, and they beat Minnesota, right? They beat Minnesota. They got walloped the following week, but there was so much hope. Jones coming off of those injuries, man, he wasn't the guy, but you factor all that in. Just get out from underneath him, dude. Yeah, I know. It's another watching situation.
Dable is the right guy, in my opinion, to be the coach.
Yeah, he's a great coach.
I hope they're not going down that road. I think he's just got to get him a quarterback.
I think they've already came out and said that the GM and head coach are safe, aka
the GM. I would question.
I don't know, man.
Did you watch the show, the Giants?
Yeah.
I
drafted Malik Neighbors. That was a difficult pick there. There's a lot on the board, man.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you're going to get rid of Saquon. I mean, yeah, I get it, but I don't know. They need to make a change at quarterback.
Aging running backs, like I understand, or the Saquon thing that was fine. It wasn't, they made the move. We're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't a terrible move in my eyes.
I agree. So the Giants 2-6 are hosting the Commanders, who are 6-2. Washington's a 3.5-point favorite. Pittsburgh, the other team that's on bye next week, Pittsburgh and San Fran. We'll talk more about that. Kev, it was National Tight End Day. Before we round out our show, real quick, National Tight End and No One to Blame, brought to you by Kayak Pools. Kayak Pools is the hassle-free pool experience that empowers customers to turn their own backyard into a fun and relaxing family destination. Summer is over. Now is the time to start thinking about that spring or summertime pool for 2025. Give them a shout in the Buffalo, Western New York area, Kayak Pools. We've talked about this. We have got you guys covered with pools from Buffalo all the way to St. Louis. Kev, who is our show sponsor? Why don't you break it down for us?
Yeah, Alter Grounds, St. Louis Metro East, the Midwest swang. They will take care of you, man. All your landscaping needs. Let's pull this graphic up. All the landscaping needs you could ask for. Family-owned, operated business serving St. Louis and Metro East for 20-plus years. Their mission is to make your home or business stand out from the rest. Take care of all your needs, all your landscaping needs. Get $300 off your project of $3,000 or more with code AGNOTB. That's code AGNOTB. Snowstorms, they hit the Midwest, man. Hit them up. They'll plow, take care of your parking lots, take care of your driveways, sidewalks, and anything else dealing with the ice or snow.
Quite literally anything and everything. Altered Grounds has you covered. Residential, businesses, they have got you covered. Call them for a quote, $300 off your project of $3,000 or more, code AGNOTB. Let them know, let Altered Grounds know the guys from No One to Blame sent you. We're also brought to you by W, the amazing energy drink that is made with clean ingredients to give you the energy boost that you need with no crash. Ruby-dooby-doo. Use promo code DUE, D-U-E. Get 10% off your first purchase. WDUBBY.GG. Promo code DUE, D-U-E. 10% off your first purchase. Kev, I want to round out the show with our guy, Jake. We got two clips here. The first one, just talking about his love for National Tight End Day. Play that for the people.
All right, so it's National Tight End Day. I don't know if everyone knows that. I love celebrating National Tight End Day. I think it's awesome. Tight end awareness. I think they're underpaid, underappreciated. I love Tight End University. I love the characters we have in football that are tight ends. And so I did some National Tight End Day parlays to have some fun today and celebrate.
And let's see him, Kev. Let's see him. Let's see what our boy cooked up.
Hey, these were good, man. I like this. This was good.
So I have a couple of tight end anytime touchdown parlays today. I got two of them, 3-leggers each. I again celebrating Tight End Day, National Tight End Day. So my first one is Kraft plus 210, Kelsey plus 110, and Kittle plus 145. That is plus 1494. And then my part 2 is Kincaid plus 240, Joku plus 320, and Evan Ingram plus 240. That one is plus 4475. That one I really like.
What's your thoughts? I like both of them, actually.
If you like both of them, I did a super one as well.
I laid that out for you, Jay.
What's the I added Evan Fant is the only difference. I added Noah Fant. I added him to it, and it's plus 370. If you're a sicko like me and you put all 7 of those together, you're gonna retire because it's plus 235,928. So that's one where you lay. Can you lay a tenth of a unit?
But no, here's what would get me though is because I would add Noah Fant. Noah Fant would be the leg that got me.
Yes.
So I would not add Noah Fant to that. I would just take the two.
I think if you do the two together, it's plus 59,000, something like that. So still
I like
good.
that one a little. I like that minus
pretty
the Noah
juicy.
Fant a little bit better.
Kev, you are a clairvoyant. The second time on Sunday, you predicted the future. Insane. 2 insane hits from Jake. Unfortunately, he did not parlay the 6 together. He parlayed the 7 together. Noah Fant did not come through. But if anyone out there parlayed those 6 together and we're watching our show, hit us up. We have got something for you because that was insane. Jake, this is why we bring Jake on our Sunday show. The best bets, the whole preview that we do, we bring him on, man. Jake knows what he's talking about. He's bringing you the analytical advantage. Shout out our guy, Jake. Round of applause.
Jake's the man. Hey, Jake pulls the data, and I just throw a little bit of my gut and instinct in there, and we're good.
You're like Miss Cleo, dude. How about you start listening to your gut? Hey, that's a show, stuff, man. That's a show. That's a long recap show, but we're here for it, man. That was a hell of a week in sports. It's only going to get crazier. Altered Grounds, W, Kayak Pool, sonsoferie.com. Check them out. Kev, good to be seen, brother.
No one to blame.
Ruby-dooby-doo.